Remember this move if someone grabs you from the front or is giving you a creepy, unwanted hug. Press the side of both of your wrists into their throat and extend your arms out all the way.
When I lived alone, one of my biggest fears was waking up in the middle of the night and having someone in my bedroom. So this, my friends, is a cheap and quick way to secure your doors and windows. Pop in a couple of AAA batteries, peel the backing, it gets to the wave pattern, lines up. Turn it on and...
Discreet Self-Defense Products Part 1.
So I decided to start a series on discreet self-defense items, and number 1 on the list is this self-defense wristband. So it looks like a normal athletic band. However, if you open this zipper, inside of it is a hidden charm. So let's say you didn't feel safe, you were in danger, all you would do is double tap the charm and it will contact up to 5 emergency contacts, and it'll contact the police letting them know, hey, you're in danger. This is perfect for the girls who go on runs by themselves, who work out by themselves. That way, all you need to do when you go out is have your phone and have this wristband and you are all set to go.
Here are 3 things to look for in a personal alarm. When it comes to noise, they're all pretty similar. In my opinion, the biggest thing is a pin that stays connected to the body of the alarm. So if you have to activate it, you are hands-free, like this. All of these other ones come apart, which means 2 things. 1, you've now got something in your hand which keeps you from fighting back, and 2, your attacker could grab it and throw it. Another feature I'd look for is an auxiliary light, a light that flashes when the alarm is activated. That way, if you're attacked in the dark, bystanders who hear your alarm can also see where it's coming from. And the third thing that's handy is an auxiliary flashlight. Of all the alarms we've tested, this one is my favorite because the pin stays in, the light flashes, you can use it as a flashlight, and you can also activate the alarm with a double click of the flashlight button.
Here are 3 things you can do if someone grabs you by the collar. The first is boxing the person's ears with both your hands. The second is a groin shot, using them for balance and then driving your knee hard into their crotch. The third is a web hand to the throat, using this part of your hand against your attacker's windpipe.
If you're feeling nervous and all you have with you is your keys, instead of holding them like this, which can be uncomfortable in your hand, provides an uneven striking surface, and when you hit, can even move. Try holding one key like this, between your thumb and the edge of your finger with the sharp side pointing toward your center line. This gives you both a stabbing motion and a slashing motion. Or hold one key sticking out the bottom edge of your hand. This lets you use it in a hammer fisting motion, which works really great off your startle flinch response because your key is pointing at your attacker. And it also works if you're grabbed from behind because you can stab back into your attacker's leg. Both ways feel more secure and are easier to use, so try both and let us know what you think. You can also use a striking implement if someone grabs you. Strike at their arm, force them to let go. If they grab you from behind, you can swing your arm down and stab it into their leg or hip. And if they try to grab your wrist to control the tool, you can bend your wrist and apply pressure that'll force them to let go. If you're carrying a force multiplier like this glass breaker for self-defense, you obviously want it to work as effectively and efficiently as possible. We want it to work effectively and efficiently for you, so don't make this one big mistake. Attaching it to a lot of other things on your keychain. Not only does this make it harder to use, but it also makes it easier to grab. So do yourself a favor and put it on a detachable keyring. Did you know your phone might be sharing your exact location with potential predators every time you share a selfie or upload a photo to social media? Yep. Every single photo you take, unless you've turned off the location tags, stores the exact GPS coordinates where the photo was taken. That makes it super convenient for social media platforms to suggest a location when you post a photo. But it's not so convenient if you think you're sending a cute selfie to some guy on Tinder, but you're accidentally sending turn-by-turn directions to your house to a sexual predator. The good news is it's easy to turn off on an Android phone. You do it through your camera and then go to settings, scroll down, you'll find the location. Just switch it off. And you can also download an app like this one that can scrub location data from any of your photos before you share or send them. Stay safe. If you're being choked, you literally have seconds to react. In this situation, you're being choked and mounted. As you can see, it's a messy, mad scramble, but there are a few key strategies at play. Let's back that up and take a closer look. First, I'm targeting his throat with stiffened fingers. Notice how I torque my shoulder to give myself some extra length. Then I grab his head and bring him close. That's important so I can drive my thumbs into his eyes. While he's dealing with that pain, I can push him to the side, pull up my knees, and kick. The heel kicks give me space so I can safely get to my feet. And if you need to buy some extra time, you can finish off with a stomp kick to a knee, ankle, or head. If someone is sitting on top of you with your arms pinned, you can get your hands free by bucking your hips hard and snow angeling your arms down quickly. This worked every time in practice, but the key is to do them at the same time. Now it's important to realize your attacker probably isn't going to let you go just because you broke his grip, so you have to buy yourself enough time to escape by doing some actual damage. If you already train martial arts, there may be other moves you want to try, but the simplest thing is probably an eye strike. So this starts with bucking up the hips and snow angeling the arms at the same time. And then I wrap up hugging his body and climbing it until I could tell his head was close enough to get my hands on it and my thumbs in his eyes. Gouging in, I cause him intense pain and fuck up his vision, buying me the time I need to get out. Here's one for the shorter girls who asked, what if my attacker is way taller and I can't reach his eyes? What then? Here's an option. Take the stiffened fingers of one hand and drive them into your attacker's neck. It's important to keep those fingers stiff and drive your shoulder off the wall. This gives you several more inches of reach. You're going to be targeting the soft cartilage of the attacker's throat. It's delicate and easily damaged. Remember, you may need to follow up with an additional strike, something like an eye strike or a knee, to buy enough time to escape.